Hello and welcome to Herald TV News Bulletin with me, Tasleem. A harrowing incident took place on Thursday morning in Bali as a Balrath school bus transporting students from Kunkoli United High Secondary School met with an accident, resulting in injuries to several students. The bus overturned and careened into a nearby paddy field after the driver lost control due to a locked steering wheel. Among the 34 students on board, 4 sustained injuries during the accident. 17 injured students were transferred to the South Goa District Hospital for immediate medical attention.
जेन्ना आमकां कळोन येता की जो ड्रायव्हर आसलो तेजें स्टियरिंग लॉक जालें आनी अनकंट्रोल्ड ही बस वेंट डावन एंड टर्टल्ड 3 times आनी several children are injured today and some are very severely injured. Who is responsible for this? आज एक ऑडिट जावपाक जाय म्हणून जे बालरथीचे बसीचे आनी कदंबा बसीस who transport students and who transport the innocent people कांयच मेंटेनन्स ना. जे ड्रायव्हर बालरथाचे आहाय तेंगेले हे सगळे तेंगेले जे डिमांड आहाय भरपूर डिमांड आसले तेंगेले कांय डिमांड आमी पुराय करूंक ना. दे आर नॉट वरीड अबाउट जे इस्कॉल आज इतले डिलॅपिडेटेड कंडिशनान आहाय सच बॅड कंडिशन all over Goa, all over the state in rural Goa. School safety audits have to be done. एका responsible सरकार आहा आणि ताबडतोब हांव मुख्यमंत्री लागीं मागता की सेफ्टी ऑडिट आणि मेंटेनन्सा पासत सरकारान कॉन्ट्रॅक्टराचे घालपाचे ना. दे हॅव टू टेक इट एंड लुक वेदर दीस बसीस आर सेफ फॉर स्टुडंट्स. इफ यू लुक एट द कंडिशन्स दे हॅव बीन टेररायज्ड. They are scared. And thinga 108 also in the Bali Health Center is only one. 108 ha. So health centers are not functioning with the given amount of staff.
14 हाडले आणि आता 3 हाडले. सो टोटल 17 झाले.
मेजर कितें आहा तेंगेले?
मेजर अशें कांय येना पूण दोग जाण एडमिट केला अंडर ऑब्जर्वेशन. बाकी तेंचें इन्व्हेस्टिगेशन चालू आसा.
आनी पेशंट बी येवपाचे बी अशें कितें आहा?
आनी चड येतले अशें दिसना आमकां. ऑलरेडी आतां 3 येयले न्ही. सो ऑलमोस्ट सगळें जालेशें दिसता. पूण थंय जर बाळ्ळी कितें जायना तेंचे कडेन जाल्यार ते हांगा
थंयच्यान बाळ्ळी प्रायमरी हेल्थ सेंटर आयलें आनी थंयच्यान मागीर तांकां हांगा रिफर केलें.
Mohit Karangate for Herald TV.
The Old Goa Police booked 75 stall owners for engaging in unauthorized business activities following the permitted date and time allocated for the Old Goa feast. This intrusion caused significant inconvenience to the public, particularly on the national highway. The crackdown targeted stall owners who continued their commercial operations beyond the set time frame, thereby disrupting the flow of traffic and causing disturbance along the crucial national highway. Police booked 60 vendors under 34 IP Act and later in the evening they were bailed out.
उनका लास्ट डेट दिया था ना रे सब लोग.
नहीं वो बंद कर लिया.
लास्ट डेट दिया था ना.
अनिकेत अरे सर मैं धंधा नहीं कर रहा हूँ. बंद कर रहा हूँ. आप सब का बाबा तू म्हाका सांगता मुखार हाड. ऐक रे तू हाड रे कोणाक हाड गो. पिक्चर आहे पिक्चर. फैजल कोण हाड मुखार ताका विचार की ताका सांगू ना म्हणून. कोण सांगू ना तो. See, that is what I am telling. Every people knows here. Listen, every people knows here that the last date was 5.
On
5th. And we have informed them. Yesterday, all my staff went and told them, this is the last day. You pack up your all the things. None of the person had listened to. कोणाच शॉप ना सगळे शॉप. ती आता सगळी हांगाची. ती आता सगळी लोकल अलाउड कोण ना सगळे हांगाचेच ते. खाजे ते आता काय करतले सगळे तेही बंद. कोण खंयचे यो आता माझ्या वांगडा यो. खंयचे उक्ते आसा ते म्हाकाय दाखया. माझ्या वांगडा यो. तू माझ्या वांगडाच यो. कोणाक मारूं ना. तू सांगता पळय आमी हांगा मारूंक कोणाक हांगा आमी येवना. तुका जिवार दिसता न्हू तू आमच्या बरोबर राव मरे आणि काम कर. तू सकाळच्यान कितल्यांक गेला? तू कितल्यांक गेला हांगा? ना तुम्ही कितल्यांक गेला? आम्ही कितल्यांक फ्रॉम 9 o'clock I'm over here. From 9 o'clock. Neither I had my lunch, neither my staff had a lunch. But none of these people have listened to me. Now you tell me what I'm supposed to do. I'm a human person. आता कसे उलयले तू? आता तू कसे उलयले? ऐकाय तू कसे उलयले? तुका दुखले मुगो?
आमका दुखले कोणाक मारताय तेन्ना
मारूंक कोणा ना आमी. तू तेका मारप म्हणना, मारप तेका म्हणना. कोणा मारू ना. तुका दिसता पळय ते मारप न्हू पळय. जेन्ना आमी करता पळय ते तुका दुखता. बरोबर जे आमी करता पळय तुवें स्टार्टिंगच्या पयले आमी कितें केलें तें. सो यू डोंट जस्टिफाय अस. You are justifying. You are justifying on based on this. Okay. You are just justifying on the based on what you have seen. So you come with us and help us. Tell them to come with us. तू यो आमच्या वांगडा. बरें तुका दिसता बरें तू आमच्या वांगडा यो. हे शॉपा बंद ही शॉपा तुका दिसता आमी बंद करूं नाशिल्ली. ही सकाळी आमी बंद केली. But how they are doing again? They are doing business. ही शॉपा बंद करूं नाशिल्ली आमी. सगळी बंद केली सकाळी. ही सकाळी आम्ही बंद केली शॉपा. सकाळी आमच्या हातीन बंद केली. तुम्ही जे पळयता पळय आता तेजे जस्टिफाय करनाका. हे स्वता सकाळी 9 स्टार्ट आसा. आमी बंद केल्ली सगळी शॉपा. कोण कोणा तुमकां तेंचे तुमी कोणाचे आयकतले? आमचे आयकतले का तेंचे आयकतले? फर्स्ट नो द फॅक्ट. नो द फॅक्ट. बरें 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 तुमी आयका तुमी तेंका विचारलें न्हू. बरें जे उपर आसा पळय खाजेकार तेंका वचून विचारा सकाळच्यान पुलीस कितें काम करता हांगा. कोणी एकट्यान येवन आमकां उदक दिलें? कोणी एकट्यान येवन आमकां एक स्टाफाक सांगलें उदक दी घे बाबा तूं काम करता आमच्या खातीर उदक पिया? ना साहेब तुम्ही इतले त्रास करता आमच्या खातीर आमचे स्टाफ इतले त्रास करता कोणाकूच अलाउड ना. हो मेन रोड आमची जी बसी ट्रान्सपोर्ट करता ती अशी वयता आता. हो मेन रोड इट इज अ नॅशनल हायवे. एवरी इयर कितें आसतलें? पंचायत जी परमिशन दिता आम्ही हांगा आमचे पंचायत परमिट ऑफ 5 days. वाय पंचायत नॉट काम. मॅडम आहे पंचायतीन 5 तारखेक लास्ट डेट दिल्ली. लास्ट डेट दिल्ली. आयज सकाळी पंचायत कित्याक येवं ना हांगा? आमचें काम आमचें काम हे खाली करपाचें आमचें काम. आमी घातलेले शॉपा. ही शॉपा आमी घातला तर आमकां सांगून घातला कोणी? एक शॉपकारान सांगच्या आमकां पुलिसाक सांगलें आनी आमी शॉपा घातली म्हणून. सकाळच्या 9 o'clock म्हाजो एक स्टाफ हांगा उदकाक सारकें करून सुद्दां एक सुद्दां उदक घेनासतना कोणा कडल्यान हे जे काम करता पळय पंचायतीच्या एकट्या मनशाक खबर ना. फोनार उलोवपाक जाता पंचायतीच्या मनशाक. आमचं पंचायत इट इज नॉट अबाउट पंचायत. इट इज नॉट आय वी डोंट हॅव एनी ग्रजेस अगेन्स्ट पंचायत. बट द रिजन इज वी हॅव टोल्ड देम टू क्लोज. मनीस तुम्ही आमकां हे तोंड आसा पळय म्हाजें आयका हे तोंड आसा पळय तेकाय व्हॅल्यू आसा. तुजें उत्तर हांवें व्हॅल्यू दिवपाक जाय. जाल्यार हांव तूं म्हाका रेस्पेक्ट दित जाल्यार हांव तुका रेस्पेक्ट दितलो. तुमीच आमकां पळयता तुमी आसतना कोण म्हाजें आयक बाय पळय बाय आयक म्हाजें आयक म्हाजें आयक बाय म्हाजें आयक बाय. आमी सकाळच्यान वताच्या कड्यार हे सगळीं शॉपां बंद केल्ली. सगळीं शॉपां आमी लिटरली 2 येवन वचो पर्यंत थांबले. एका शॉपांतल्या एका मनशान म्हाज्या स्टाफाक उदक सुद्दां दिवना. ही एक्चुअल आमी काम करता पळय आनी आमी एक्सपेक्ट करना. आनी आनी आमी एक्सपेक्टूय करना बाय. आमी सुद्दां कोणा मनशा कडल्यान एक्सपेक्टूय करना की आमकां कोणी उदक दिवचें म्हणून. आमचें काम आमी करता. बट आमी मनीस न्हू. म्हाजे स्टाफूय आसा ते भाव आसा तेवूय म्हाजे मनीसूच न्हू. तांकां रगत कातरला रगत कशें आसा? ना 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 वाट धरपाक कितें आसा? लोकांक कशें दिसता जे पुलीस करता पळय ते सदां रॉंग. हे सगळे A to Z मनशाक दिसता की पुलीस करता ते सगळ्यांक रॉंग. कित्याक लोक पुलिसाक सदांच जज करता आसतनाच रॉंग जज करता. पण आमी जे काम करता पळय हे कोणाकूच दिसना. तुका दिसता की आतां जे घटना घडली पळय तेच पण तेच्या पयलीं जी सकाळी जाला पळय कोणाक खबर ना. तेजे रिसिटार ताका विचार रिसिटार 5 तारीख आतां सगळें तुजें नांव कितें? तुजें नांव कितें? तुज्या नांवार रिसीट येयला. तेजे रिसिटाचेर 5 पण शॉप तुज्या नांवार आसा. पण चलयता कोण? अब्बास.
सॉरी ना मारून लागले आम्ही ना बोलू
Story by Devendra Gaonkar for Herald TV.
The Zuari Indian Oil Tanking Private Limited has deployed a dog from Punjab trained to sniff out inflammable substances to help identify the source of the petrochemical pollution in Mormugaon. Sources said the canine was taken to the spot where the first case of pollution was reported in a well at Matwe, Daboli, but it was unable to find the leak there. The operation will continue on Thursday and the dog will be taken to other locations, sources added. Meanwhile, the Congress demanded that the government hand over the probe into the contamination of water at Daboli to the Central Bureau of Investigation.
Very serious issue, and I say that Mormugaon Taluka is on a ticking bomb. Ami jenna operation, this relates to also to the disaster management. It is a sorry state of affairs. जे disaster management आज जे आमी जेन्ना विधानसभेन मांडलोले बाबा कसले इक्विपमेंट तुमको हागा तेन्ना त्या वेळार they give us an answer that they are dependent on Mormugaon Port Trust, on the Indian Navy, on the Indian Coast Guard, Goa Shipyard. This is all within 5 kilometers jurisdiction. And this disaster, when the airport is close by, when there are petrol tanks here, basically the Goa government is helpless. Tenga hogot event korpak jay, event management sarkar. Tomorrow, if there is a big disaster here, what is the preparedness of the government? They are careless. Pon gelna. बारीक जनतेचो प्रश्न हे सुटावे करपाक तेंका पॉण गेलना आतां जोड 10 दीस जाले. This was highlighted. What is the attitude? Where is the leakage? Have they found the leakage? And je inga lokang je trust sale, damage that has been happened to the fields, paddy fields, groundwater. Who is going to take responsibility? It is sorry to hear that our senior citizens are, having to drink water with petrol and all these chemicals. He was even admitted in the hospital and the government is not worried. FIR, so strict action has to be taken against all this. They have to be penalized and they have to be kiryak. Ye mafia zale aaj. Ye je thode industrialist hai, they are mafia.
Story by Kiran Borkar for Herald TV.
Shubham Singh Chauhan, the brother of Shivani Rajawat, the victim of the tragic Vasco vapor blast on November 18, has filed a police complaint asserting that his sister and mother were not victims of a tragic accident but were allegedly murdered by his brother-in-law, Anurag Rajawat, a naval officer. Chauhan's police complaint, alongside a submission before the Sub-Divisional Magistrate of Mormugaon, accuses Anurag Rajawat of masterminding the alleged murders of his pregnant sister and mother during the New Wade vapor blast. The complainant implicates Anurag Rajawat, Shivani's husband, for allegedly planning and murdering and implicating Anurag's mother for alleged involvement in dowry harassment. Chauhan has voiced a lack of confidence in the investigation conducted by the Goa police. He has called for the involvement of central agencies to investigate the matter.
On November 18th, 50-year-old Jaidevi Chauhan and 26-year-old Shivani Chauhan, wife of naval engineer Anurag Singh Rajawat, were killed in an explosion in Vasco. What was initially referred to as a cylinder blast was found to be a gas vapor cloud explosion. Shubham, who himself was a police officer in Madhya Pradesh, arrived at the Vasco police station in the morning and attempted to meet PI Kapil Naik. Later, he had a long meeting with the cops, after which his complaint was inverted. However, it has still not been registered. On Thursday, he is scheduled to meet the sub-division magistrate who is probing into the dowry angle of the case.
देखिए, मुझे कहीं से भी वो ब्लास्ट नहीं लग रहा, वो उसका जो हस्बैंड था मेरी सिस्टर का, उसने मतलब उसका प्री प्लान था ऑलरेडी, वो उसको आने नहीं देना चाहता था मेरी बहन को और मेरी माँ को वापस. कई दिन से मतलब उनके पुराने मामलों को लेके झगड़ा चल रहा था। तो उसी वजह से मेरी मदर जो है वो गोवा में आई थी अपनी मतलब मेरी बहन को लेने के लिए। तो 18 को उनका रिजर्वेशन था वापस जाने के लिए और 18 की सुबह ही ये सब हो गया। तो ये नॉर्मल नहीं है और पहले से भी काफ़ी टाइम से ये लोग परेशान कर रहे हैं मेरी बहन को दहेज को लेके। 12 लाख रुपए हम लोगों ने दिया था शादी में। तो उनकी मदर का ये कहना था, मतलब मेरी सिस्टर की सिस्टर वो मदर इन लॉ का कहना था कि वो हमारा लड़का जो है वो 20 लाख डिज़र्व करता था, उनको 12 लाख दिया और जो शादी का सामान दिया था इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स का, फर्नीचर का, उन चीज़ों को लेके वो उसको परेशान करते थे। घर में उसको खाने पीने के लिए भी इतनी परेशानी थी कि मतलब वो बताती थी कि इनके यहाँ चाय भी बनने के लिए दूध नहीं आता और वो कोई भी चीज़ आइटम लेके आता खाने के लिए गोवा में तो वो भी अपनी माँ से पूछता था। ऐसे उसको बहुत परेशानी हो रही थी। वो 5 मंथ प्रेग्नेंट थी तो इलाज भी नहीं करा रहे थे उसका। तो फिर उसने मेरी माँ को बताया, मेरी बहन ने। तब मेरी माँ वहाँ से 1 नवंबर को यहाँ पे आ गई थी। वो 30 अक्टूबर को वहाँ से निकली, वो 1 को यहाँ पे आ गई। तब से मेरी मम्मी यहीं पे थी गोवा में। उसके बाद मेरी बहन ने बताया कि ये उससे बात नहीं कर रहे हैं मेरी माँ से और उसको मतलब बोलते हैं कि कब जाओगे आप वापस और उसको बहन को लेके नहीं जाए यहाँ से। तो 17 जो उनका लास्ट कॉल था वो 17 के शाम को 6 बजे आया हमारे पास। उनने तब भी यही प्रेशर बनाया कि मतलब मम्मी को बोलो कि वो बहन को नहीं लेके जाए। तो मैंने उनको बोला कि नहीं, तो उसका जो मन होगा वो उसके साथ जाएगी। तो मैंने कांटेक्ट दे दिया। उसके बाद मैं इलेक्शन ड्यूटी में था 17 को। सुबह मैं सो के जगह तो मेरे पास इनके रिलेटिव का फ़ोन आया, बोले कि वहाँ पे सिलेंडर ब्लास्ट हो गया है और उसमें मेरी मदर और सिस्टर दोनों एक्सपायर हो गए। तो मेरे दिमाग में सबसे पहले यही आया कि 18 को उनको निकलना था यहाँ से और 18 की सुबह ये सब कैसे हो गया अचानक। ये एक्सीडेंट तो ऐसे नहीं होगा कि उसी दिन होना है और दोनों की दोनों स्पॉट पे डेथ हो गई। दूसरा सिलेंडर ब्लास्ट बताया था, तो सिलेंडर ब्लास्ट जैसा भी वहाँ पे कुछ नहीं था। मैं 18 को ही रात को 12 बजे आ गया था वहाँ पे। तो मैं अगले दिन 19 को मैं फ़्लैट पे गया। फ़्लैट पे मैंने जब देखा तो वहाँ पे ना तो सिलेंडर में कोई ब्लास्ट था, रेगुलेटर जो था वो भी ठीक था और जो उसका पाइप था गैस का वो बिल्कुल थोड़ा सा माइन्यूटली बिल्कुल उसमें लगा हुआ था केवल नाम के लिए। तो मैंने फिर वहाँ पे पड़ोसियों से भी बात की। वो बोले कि अनुराग वहाँ पे ही बैठा हुआ था, उनके साथ में गया था और उसने बोला था कि CPR दो। नेबर्स ने भी बोला कि आप CPR दे दो उसको, मतलब हेल्प करने की कोशिश करो, शायद उसमें थोड़ी बहुत जान हो। तो उसने ऐसा कुछ नहीं किया। 9:30 बजे तक एम्बुलेंस और पुलिस और फायर वाले पहुँचे वहाँ पे, तब तक 1 घंटा हो चुका था। अगर वो कोशिश करता अनुराग तो हो सकता है कि उसमें थोड़ी बहुत जान होती तो वो उसको बचाने की कोशिश, लेकिन उसने कोई कोशिश नहीं की। वो किसी की मदद मांग सकता था हॉस्पिटल ले जाने के लिए, उसने कोई हेल्प नहीं की। वो चाहता ही था कि वो चले जाएं दोनों, और हो सकता है और भी बहुत सारी चीज़ें थी जो वो उसको पता था कि वो मेरे घर वालों को नहीं पता चली, इसलिए उसने पूरा प्लानिंग करके उसको ब्लास्ट बता दिया। वो मर्डर ही है जितना मुझे लगता है। और मैं यही चाहता हूँ कि मुझे पुलिस पे भरोसा बिल्कुल भी नहीं है, क्योंकि इन लोगों ने वहाँ पे FSL की टीम भी नहीं बुलाई। फॉरेंसिक टीम को बुलाना था, एविडेंस लेने थे। मैं जब गया तो मेरी मदर का मोबाइल वहाँ पे पड़ा हुआ मिला, उनकी माला पूजा की थी वो भी वहीं मिली, वो मैं अभी लेके आया हूँ। मैंने इनको बोला कि अगर आपको इन्वेस्टिगेशन के लिए ज़रूरत है तो आप ले लीजिए, तो वो बोले कि अभी मुझे पंचनामा बनाना पड़ेगा। मतलब बिल्कुल इंटरेस्ट नहीं दिखा रहे। मैं चाहता हूँ कि सेंट्रल एजेंसी इसमें जांच कर ले। मेरी बहन के साथ कुछ भी हुआ, एक्सीडेंट हुआ या मर्डर हुआ, जो भी हुआ वो क्लियर हमको बता दे कि ये हुआ है, उसके बाद हमको कोई इशू नहीं।
Tensions escalated in Aguada as local residents gathered to protest the sudden closure of a Hindu shrine, leading to a face-off with the contractors allegedly responsible for the shutdown. The aggrieved locals asserted that the shrine was arbitrarily closed by the contractors, prompting their swift intervention to reopen the sacred site.
The Hindu shrine, a place of worship and significance for the local community, became a focal point of discontent as rumors circulated regarding its closure by unidentified contractors. The locals, upon discovering the shrine's closure, rallied together to question the motives behind the act. Allegations surfaced that the contractor had taken it upon themselves to shut down the shrine, a move that irked the locals, who viewed it as an infringement of their religious practices. In response, the determined locals took immediate action to reopen the shrine, demonstrating their commitment to preserving their religious and cultural spaces. The exact reason behind the shrine's closure and the identity of the contractor involved remain unclear. The incident has sparked concerns among the residents, prompting them to demand answers from authorities regarding the unauthorized interference with their place of worship.
सुमार दिसता 5:30 हांवें इंस्टाग्राम ओपन केलो, एक तो रील दिसलो की बाबा महादेवाचे हांगासर घुमटी आहा पळय आमची आग्वाद फोर्टार जेलीच्या सायडीक ती कोणें तरी प्लायवूड मारून कवर अप केल्ली आहा. सो त्या खातीर हांव डायरेक्ट हांगासर येयलो, न्यूज पळयलो आनी दुसरो सोमतोच उठलो आनी हांगा येयलो हांकां विचारपाक बाबा तुमचें कारण कितें आसलें. जाल्यार तेजेर ते म्हाका कारण कितें सांगता की हांगासर तेंचे इव्हेंट्स जाता, ह्या प्रिमायसीस एरिया आहा पळय तितून तेंचे इव्हेंट्स जाता आनी ते इव्हेंट्साक खंय हांगासर लोक येतात. सो त्या खातीर तेंच्यांनी कचरो थंयसर कोण उडोवचो ना म्हणून बंद केल्ले. आतां एक सादारण गजाल आहा, कचरो उडोवपा खातीर बंद केल्लें म्हणटा पळय, कोण तरी मनीस आहा जे देवाच्या जाग्यार वचून कचरो उडयतलो. आनी हांगासर म्हणटात न्हू एक स्टँडर्ड आहा, एलीट लोक येतात आनी एलीट लोक येताले असली फालतू कामां कोण करचे नात देवाच्या जाग्यार वचून कचरो उडयलो. आनी जेन्ना तुमी ते बंद करता पळय तेन्ना बाबडे जे ट्युरिस्ट येतात तेंची चुकी आसची ना. ते समजतले बेश्टी भिंत आहा म्हणून ते थंय वयतले आनी आपूण चिकन कितें खाल्लें ती प्लेट बी ते थंयसर दवरतले.
मेन म्हणटा ते हे शिवा एक्चुअली स्थापीत केला, लिंग स्थापीत आसा, वयल्यान नंदीची मूर्ती आसा आनी हेंच्यांनी हे कशें बंद करचें म्हाका कांयच कळना. आनी आमचे काणवण अशें घडटा म्हणून हे कांय कळना. आनी आमचे हिंदूचेच अशें हेंकां कित्याक हे करतात हे अटॅक करता.
आनी तितून कितें जालें जाणा,
हेचेर म्हाका वायट दिसता.
एक घाट आहा पळय जे आमचे देवाचे सगळ्यान घाट एका सायंटिफिकली सुद्दां प्रूव केल्लेले आहा की बाबा हेजे हिलिंग इफेक्ट्स आहा म्हणून. कॅन्सराच्या खातीर बीन खूब हिलिंग इफेक्ट्स आहा. वायब्रेशन्स जे येता पळय हितूंतल्यान घाटींतल्यान ते फ्रिक्वेन्सीचेर आहा. सो ही घाट सुद्दां तेंच्यांनी काडून हांगा दवरलेली. तशेंच हांगासर आनी 2-3 घाटी काडून दवरलेली, ही घाट काडून दवरलेली आनी तेंच्यांनी हे कवर अप केल्लेले फूल जस्ट बिकॉज तेंचो कितें तरी व्हडल्या लोकांचो इव्हेंट आहा म्हणून.
Bureau Report, Herald TV.
Frustration and anger have surged among residents of Ponda as unfinished underground cabling work continues to mar the city. Expressing great concerns over the ongoing construction, locals have highlighted the lack of safety measures and incomplete infrastructure. Voicing their dismay, residents have directed their ire towards the responsible department, accusing them of negligence and incompetence in executing the project. The incomplete work has not only disrupted daily life but also reflects a disregard for public safety. Watch. In a momentous occasion for Mopa Airport, the inaugural charter flight from Tashkent, Uzbekistan, operated by Centrum Air, touched down on Thursday, marking the commencement of seasonal flights between the two destinations. The historic event saw 64 passengers disembarking from the aircraft, signaling the beginning of a new chapter in Goa's aviation and tourism sector.
The arrival of the first flight from Uzbekistan was met with enthusiasm and a warm welcome from Goa's tourism industry. Officials from the Goa Tourism Department were present at Manohar International Airport to extend their greetings to arriving passengers and crew. The inaugural flight is seen as a positive development in the efforts to enhance international connectivity for the state. Centrum Air, the airline responsible for the inaugural charter, is set to operate seasonal flights between Tashkent and Mopa Airport, providing a direct air link between Uzbekistan and Goa. This development is expected to boost tourism, fostering cultural exchange and attracting visitors from Central Asia to explore the vibrant landscapes and rich cultural heritage of Goa. The arrival of the Uzbekistan charter flight opens new avenues for both tourism and trade, strengthening Goa's position as a prominent destination on the global map. The Goa Tourism Department expresses optimism about the potential increase in international tourist arrivals, highlighting the significance of such initiatives in promoting Goa's tourism sector. The tourism stakeholders in Goa are hopeful that the seasonal flight from Tashkent will contribute to the state's economic growth and further diversify the tourism offerings. As the inaugural flight sets the precedent for the future international connections at Mopa Airport, the authorities are committed to ensuring a seamless and welcoming experience for passengers arriving from Uzbekistan. Bureau Report, Herald TV.
The Mapsa police apprehended a Bangladeshi national within the city limits for being without valid travel documents, including a passport and visa, stated SDPO Juba Darvi. The individual, identified as Mohammad Jahangir Mondal alias Jahangir Mondal, aged 24 and employed as a daily wage worker, was taken into custody under the provisions of Section 14 of the Foreigner Act 1946 and 6A of the Passport Entry into India Rules 1950.
A Bangladeshi national was arrested in Mapsa for immigration violations. On December 6, 2023, the individual, identified as Mohammad Jahangir Mondal, alias Jahangir Mondal, aged 24 and employed as a daily wage worker, was taken into custody under the provisions of the Section 14 of the Foreigner Act 1946 and Section 6 subsection A of the Passport Entry into India Rules 1950. Investigations revealed that Mondal had a prior conviction by the GMFC in Vasco and had been deported from India through FRRO Pancham. Despite this, he managed to re-enter the country by traversing fields on foot before boarding trains to reach Goa. The arrest was made possible by the diligent efforts of a team comprising PSI Dinesh Kumar Mukhia, Head Constable Sushant Chubedkar and Tukaram Shirokar during their routine beat patrolling in Mapsa. The investigation is currently underway under the vigilant supervision of PI Shitakant Nayak, DYSP Jabba Dalvi and SP North Akshat Kaushal of the IPS. Prakash Kadekar for Herald TV.
The historic Latin quarters of Saint Thome and Fontaines in the capital city are set to come alive with a vibrant cultural celebration as they gear up to host the first edition of Festa de Po, People's Festival, later this month. Renowned musicians, culinary artists, restaurateurs, aspiring artists and citizens have united to organize this cultural extravaganza, aiming to revive the ancient cultural charm of the region. The festival will be financed through crowdfunding. The festival will take place at Fontaines St. Sebastian Ward on December 9th from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. and at the South Thome Ward on December 10th from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m.
Panjim Sant Thome and Fontaines is set to host the inaugural Festa del Po festival on December 9th and December 10th. On the first day, the St. Sebastian Ward will resonate with the soulful tunes of folk music featuring performances by Carlos Menezes from Ekzar, a group deeply rooted in the locale. Ekzar will enchant the audience with a series ranging from mandos and dulpots to popular Konkani Portuguese urban folk music known as fados. Musicians like Francis Paul Menezes, a member of the Wrist Band, will take center stage presenting a fusion of Goan art, heritage and culture through Konkani and Portuguese music. The venues will feature stalls offering food inspired by the Indo-Portuguese influences. These culinary delights will be prepared and presented by the residents of the respective wards. The festival will also host an open-air art exhibition showcasing the talents of approximately 20 artists. Students from the Goa College of Art will adorn the entire locality, including heritage residential homes with captivating artwork. Bureau Report, Herald TV.
Asolda emerged victorious with a 3-0 win against Zaino Velim in the GFA 2nd Division League 23-24 Salced Zone. The thrilling match was played at Don Bosco Oratory Ground in Fatodda on Wednesday.
Asolda emerged victorious with a win against Zaino Velim in the Goa Football Association 2nd Division League match. The game saw Asolda take the lead in the 38th minute, courtesy of a goal by Milton Pilasso. They dominated the second half, adding 2 more goals in the 48th and the 80th minute by Valente Fernandez and Jason Dias respectively, securing a comfortable 3-0 victory at the end of full time.
बनाल गेला
सेकंड डिवीजन में टीम पाली प्रोफेशनली पाली सेकंड डिवीजन टीम कंपनी धर्मापुर पिढ्या झाल्या आमची पिढ्या झाली का तो गेम कर गेम करपा रे
That's all we have in today's news bulletin. Thanks for watching Herald TV News. For more news and alerts, please follow us on O Heraldo on Facebook and Twitter. Take care and goodbye.